Hello, my YouTube world. This is Johnny Mo, and you know what today is. You know what today is. Today is Motivational Monday. Today I'm going to take a little bit of another turn. I'm going to tell you a story that happened to me because I want to motivate you, but I want to educate you too. I want you to understand that just because the phone rings doesn't mean you have to answer it. Just because there's people knocking at your door doesn't mean you have to always answer. It doesn't mean you have to take on every single job, because what it can do is bring added stress to you. Make sure that you understand where you're at in the spring. That's right. You're saying, Johnny, should I turn down work? Oh, absolutely. About 3 years ago, we were growing. I mean, when I say growing, we were growing. The phone was ringing. We were taking on a lot of work. And what happened was, I took on so much work, I couldn't do all the work. And all of a sudden, the spring sprung. Like right now, the grass is growing, but it's really not growing yet. But then all of a sudden, the spring hits, and it's taking you longer to cut grass. It's taking you longer to do everything, and you're getting further behind. When it rains, it would rain for like a week, and you'd be backed up, couldn't get to the landscape, and couldn't get to anything. The phone's ringing, Johnny, where you at? Johnny, where you at? Johnny, where you at? So a friend of mine, who I went to for advice, he's a contractor. He built houses for like almost 50 years. I mean, this guy, he knew business. So I call him up. I'm like, Jim, man, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so far behind. I can't get caught up. My customers are upset. My employees are mad. I just can't. Jim, what do I do? Jim, what did you do when you were like this? And he said, Johnny, stop. What's wrong with you? And I said, what do you mean what's wrong with me? I'm trying to ask you for advice. He said, all right, go out to your driveway right now. I said, Jim, I'm not going to go out to my driveway. Go out to your driveway right now. I want you to go out to your driveway right now. Get up and go out to your driveway. I said, okay, Jim, I'm going to get up and go out to so okay, Jim, I'm outside. And he says, is your truck sitting there? And I said, yeah. And he's like, what's on the door? And I'm like, my name, Johnny's Mowing. He goes, exactly. You're the boss. You're the owner. You did this to yourself. Now, get rid of some of that work. Get yourself back into a place where you can be calm and enjoy life. He said, John, listen, I've been building houses for over 50 years. I want to tell you something. In the end, it's not going to matter how much grass you cut or how many customers you had or which mower you had, because in the end, it's all going to be, you're not even going to think about that. Do you really think about that on your last day or last breath, you're sitting in the hospital, you got your family around you. Do you really think you're going to turn around to your family and say, man, I really wish I could have cut my Monday list today? No. Now stop it. Stop being a wah-wah. Get your butt up and remember that it's your name on the truck. You started the business, and remember, you're the boss. Oh, I shook myself. And I was like, and I got off the phone with him. It was like getting slapped around a little bit. Sometimes you need slapped around a little bit. Sometimes you need someone to slap you a little bit. Even me. You know what I'm saying? You guys need someone to slap you around a little bit. Bring you back to reality. It's not all about working. Because let me tell you something. At the end of the day, if you lose your wife or you lose your kids because you're too busy working, that means you're nothing. You're doing all this work for absolutely nothing. Remember, you're the boss. You're the owner. You decide. Just because the phone rings doesn't mean you have to answer it. Just because you got a bunch of estimates doesn't mean you have to go do them. Now, I'm not saying you should sit at home and not work, but what I am saying is realize what's important. April, May, June shouldn't be the worst 3 months of the whole year just because it's spring and everyone's banging. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Remember, learn a lesson from Jim. You're the boss. You're the boss. You tell them no. You enjoy your wife. Take your kids to the park. You're the boss. You're the boss. It's my name on the side of that truck. It's my name on that wall. I decide what I do. And if you're stressed out, you decide what you do. Decide not to be stressed. That's Motivational Monday, baby.